Dang, that's bright. You wouldn't think it was raining. As you can see, we got all that rain right there coming right for us. Some bullshit. But it's a holiday, so I don't care. I'm chilling. Like I said, I'll be on here a few times during the day. Had a little marathon run yesterday, 6 hours. Felt like a full-time job. But it's full-time happiness and chilling and talking, doing readings, a little bit of everything, which is great. Glad you guys participate and have fun. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. Hmm. Cool. I like that one. Why don't they have the fitted one like that? Why the fuck is the bottom like that? That's so dumb. Man. Hey, what's up, Fever? How you doing? It's raining here. Got more rain coming. Still enjoying my holiday. Um, 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 You're okay? Just been audio editing for shorts. Cool. Let me see here. That's cool. You post up a pretty good bit of videos, Fever. I'm just checking out your channel now. You post up a pretty good bit. Cool. So all you gotta do is keep posting. People eventually like see it, and then it takes time to get people to see things and then acknowledge things, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, this is cool shit. Let me go check it out." Some people are like that. They check and then they come back and they're like, "Oh yeah, I remember this person." Right, right, right. The key is to always is to never give up and keep going. Keep going. Keep posting. People can tell each other about it. Things like that. Shouting out each other. I don't know too many of my friends that like animation stuff. They don't really say nothing. I might ask my nephew and see if he likes all that type of stuff. I'll tell him to check you out when he gets up at some point in time. He's probably still sleeping, especially with the weather. Of course, they don't have it. Let me see if they have some of this other stuff here. Oh, cool. It's a raining and a pouring. It's a raining and a pouring. Posting shorts. Yeah, that's a good idea. Shorts is something I haven't really done in a long time. I used to have a couple shorts here and there, like messages of the day and stuff. I should do more. I should do one like every day, like I used to. People used to like that, but sometimes I just can't be bothered to do it. Then I just say whatever, even though I know I should. But I rather just go live and deal with everyone and just talk and have fun, and that's it. Going through all that extra shit, and then it's like I don't really care. But you know, sometimes you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. I don't know why I'm yawning. I slept pretty good. I guess it must be the weather and the AC. Yeah, yeah, that's what they people always say. It helps to keep it mixed to stay fresh in the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, I'm a bit like on the on the fence with that type of stuff. I sometimes I want to do it, and sometimes I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like it. I'll do it next time, or I'll do it next time, and then I end up not doing it. I try not to get caught up in the algorithm part of it. But for some people, they have to in order to for their channel to expand and get better sometimes. And then some people like me are like, yeah, I'll see. I'll do it. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe tomorrow. Then I end up saying, whatever. So I have to be like in a certain mindset to do certain things. Sometimes I give a shit and sometimes I don't. But some days I want to do more, and some days I just say, you know what? Just leave it alone for now. Everything's okay. And then if things get kind of slow, or I feel like I need to get more attention through shorts or something, then I'll do it. But if not, I'll just stay the way it is. It doesn't bother me that much. But upcoming channels and new channels, they probably have to do that in order to get things to boost. So I can totally understand people doing it every day. September will be next month will be 6 years I've been on here. Have my own channel, but I've been on here for a lot longer than that. But having this channel has been 6 years next month. already. Doesn't even seem that long I've been on here. But the hours and the days and the months definitely fly, and the years. We got some rain, more rain coming this way. Oh boy. It was just sunny, now it's rainy again, now it's cloudy, and then we see more rain coming on the radar. Looks like it's gonna be one of those rainy days. Off and on bullshit. I wanted to cut my grass, but that ain't gonna happen. Oh well. Such is life. Looks like that's not gonna happen. I totally like that one. I like that one. Looks like we're gonna get more rain on Saturday and Sunday. From what it looks like. I'm sure some people will be happy, but some people are probably pissed that it's raining right now because the game's on, and people are probably down there mad. It's kind of windy too, so they must be like, "Damn it, it's raining on the holiday." No, they're probably pissed. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Workout tee. That's a pretty cool shirt. I like that. But it says only two left. $19. They have a lot of those type of color shirts. My dog's in the background snoring her ass off, as usual. Snoring beauty of the world. Say it again. I already have one like that. I wanted that blue one. Yeah, that one. Oh, my God. That one. That one's cool too. I like that one. Hmm. Of course not. Of course not. There's no way for me. Mm. This damn dog. Such a snoring pig. Da-da-da-da. I think I got an eyelash in my damn eye. Fuck's sake. Alright, let me see. How does this say? There's three, but it is not. That's not right. That's not right. So, false advertisement. So, false advertisement. Let me see. Yeah, let me see if that's different. He said it's a sale on. Ain't no damn sale. Bullshit sale. Actually, I have one, but I should have like a different one. I don't mind getting this one. It's actually pretty cool. It's like $20. I hate when they make fitted caps and then they on the bottom of the hat of the brim, the visor, it's always like a different color that you don't want. and the snapback one is always looking better. I hate that. I really do. The good thing is the snapback looks better and it costs less. I actually like this one way better. I don't mind getting the snapback. It's cool. Even though I don't really like it, but it's actually $5 cheaper and it's got the black under visor. So I wouldn't mind getting that. All right. So what else do we have here? Oh, cool. Got some new shit here. Let me see what we got. That's a cool hat. I wonder. Oh, right. That's a pretty cool hat. I like that. Not bad. Of course, they don't have that one. See. Damn dog. Who the heck is gonna wear that? That's pretty cool. It's pretty quiet this morning. Shit. I guess Friday, everybody's like, yeah, I'm going to work. I'm chilling. I ain't worried about Mark. I guess everybody must be tired of seeing me all day yesterday. They're like, I had enough of Mark. Plus, it's early anyway. I'm hardly ever on this early. Everybody must be like, I'm good, bro. That's a cool one too. It's windy, it's rainy. Say it again. That's a cool shirt. Too bad. That's a pretty cool shirt. So surprised they still have that. Surprised nobody bought that shit. That's interesting. It's interesting. Nope, nothing here. So I don't really want anything from that. What else? That's pretty crazy how cheap that is. That's nuts. I'll wait till they go next month and I'll get that shit. I'm not getting none of that crap. Spending my money on that. Hell no. Hell no. That looks pretty cool. I like those. That hat's not even ready. That sucks. Oh well, then I don't want it then. How the fuck you advertise something and then you say, oh, it's on a special order? Like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Let me see. Let me see what this one is. Oh, actually, this one's ready to go. Eligible for express delivery. I don't even like that. I mean, I can wait. Even though I don't really like it that much. That's cool, I'll wait. No big deal. I will wait. I will wait. A lot of that's on sale. No wonder. That's all on sale. That's a cool one. I have to look into that. Definitely not. That's why, like, I look at things and I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I put like three things in my cart just now, right? Of things that I like. And then I said, you know what? I don't need this shit. And then one of the items that I wanted won't be shipped until the 15th. And then when I went to the other thing that I liked, it said that it can deliver it like the next day. And I'm like, but I don't want that one. I'd rather wait. I don't really waste my money on bullshit. I always get things that I like. That's for sure. I can definitely say that I buy things that I like. But then when it comes in, sometimes you're like, I don't really like this thing now. And usually I'll give it to my nephews or it won't go to waste. I'll just give it to my nephews or I'll just give it to someone else. So I still feel like even if I wasted my money on it, I can still give it to someone else as a gift or make someone else happy. But I try not to waste my money on anything. I'm not a cheap person, but I like to justify what I buy because wasted money is a crime to me, especially buying like hats and shirts and bullshit. I like buying cool stuff. And then my nephew's birthday is coming up this month on the 23rd. So I'm trying to find something that I can buy him and surprise him. Something that he would like. I asked his mother what he needs, but I'm still trying to find certain things, see what he likes. Sometimes what I do with my nephew is I just say, hey, look, would you rather me give you like a PlayStation gaming card or you want me to like buy you something or you want this shirt or you want that? I want to buy something that they actually want. 'Cause if you don't, you might buy them something that they're like, yeah, I like it, but wish you would have told me. That doesn't happen too often because I already know what they like. But a lot of birthdays have come up and Christmases where I just buy them a PlayStation card and they're happy as shit. So these kids are easy to deal with. They're not really kids, but they're teenagers. But the two youngest ones I live next to, they love gaming cards or uh, Steam something. I don't know. I can't remember some games they play. They play PlayStation and they play like these other computer games where it's like 19.99 for like a some sort of bullshit card or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, they're very easy to shop for my nephews. They're very easy to shop for. Like there's this hat that I'm looking at now. It's got like all these cartoon looking things on there. And it's a good looking hat, but it's not the one that I want. And it's like 48 bucks. And I'm like, hell no. My sister's actually going away to Boston in 2 weeks' time. And when she goes out there, she can probably get it for me. So that way I don't have to like bring it in and waste more money on customs and duty and all that bullshit. There's a lot of things I look at I would like to have, but it's just too much. I don't really need it. There's needs and wants, that's for sure. There's a lot of things that I want, but there's not much that I need. So I take the wants and needs to another level sometimes. I'm like, you know what, man? I'm not going to get this shit. I really don't need this. Leave it alone, Mark. You don't need it. You got plenty of shit. Leave it alone. And every time I rearrange my clothes or my closet or I go searching for stuff, I find other things and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about this. And I went and ordered that. I try to not waste any money on anything anymore because I know I have enough and I try not to deal with any of that. Look at all that rain coming this way. Shit. It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. Can't believe it's August 1st already. I gotta change my calendar too. Oh yeah, my nephew's birthday is on a Saturday, so he won't be able to get his license until the 25th, which is Monday. That sucks. I just noticed that. Hmm. I know he's gonna be pissed about that. He's probably gonna be, I can't even get my license until Monday. That's all right though. He'll get it. Da-da. I don't know who that is. God. I don't know what people get out of putting crap all over their face. Hell yeah. I'm telling you, it definitely can be an improvement. I agree with you there. But certain, like certain women, they wear like those rings on their noses and stuff. Some of them look cute, and if it suits them, and some of them look absolutely like terrible. And I'm like, why would you do that to your nose? First of all, you look like a raging bull, or you look like weird as shit, and it doesn't look right because it just stands out on a pretty face. You're like, what the hell? And then some women can wear it and be like, hey, yeah, it's okay. I can tolerate it. It's cool. It doesn't look bad because you're probably look really, you know. So that could be it. I know. It doesn't. I'm telling you, that's what it reminds me. Like it just Like I don't, because I know somebody that wears one and they're beautiful, and I don't even recognize it because I look at her beauty instead of the nose ring, and then I say to myself, I don't mind the nose ring on her because it doesn't blemish her beauty. But some people's nose rings, that shit blemishes their beauty and their whole face. Like I'm like, why would you fucking do that? Like. And a little simple little stud on your nose, that's fine. Like, I don't really care about that too much. Claudia comes out of nowhere. Claudia said, I don't even have my ears pierced. Mark, it's not me. I would never do that. It's like a thing for women to get themselves pierced. How you doing, Claudia? Claudia's like, what did I walk into? No, it's not me. I'm telling you, I would never do that, Mark. I have nothing against it. That's not. I don't want people to like think that because you have one, I hate you or something. That's not the case. It's just it looks bad on some people. It tarnishes a woman's beauty. But like I said, I know a beautiful woman that wears one and has for years before all these women did it, and she's had it for years. And she's a great friend of mine, and she's beautiful. So it doesn't it doesn't affect her beauty. You know what I mean? And she has like a decent one. It doesn't look like she's some bull that's raging through a red scarf or something, or a flag like these bulls out there with damn rings on. But some people just look dumb. And then all of that, like, another thing I don't like a lot of is tattoos. I think tattoos tarnish your skin and your body, and even like when like tattoos are okay, but like not a lot. Like you're covering your whole body. Like what the fuck are you doing? Like this is just my opinion. I don't care. Like I don't have tattoos, but it's my choice. I just don't want them because a tattoo should be something that's very significant. And I know that some of these people have tattoos and it's very significant. They have their children, people who have passed, Jesus. But, me personally, I don't want to get a tattoo. I feel like I don't have anything that I really want to see on my body for the rest of my life. I rather just, not have one and waste money on that. But some people I know, like they have a shit ton of tattoos everywhere. Their whole body is covered. And it's like, what are you doing? Like you just look crazy right now. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. But some people can wear things like that's the thing. Some people can wear a tattoo in a really nice way and it looks good. But some people like put tattoos in places where it looks really dumb. Like, like what are you doing? Like, are you crazy? It's just like this girl I dated. She had a tattoo of her boyfriend on the back of her ass. And I'm like, what possessed you to do that? Like, are you dumb? You think you're gonna be with this guy for the rest of your life? And then she ended up covering it up with a big black cross. And I'm like, that's even dumber again. So every time someone's having sex with you from behind, they see this big ass cross there, and they're like, Jesus, forgive me for going in this thing. Oh boy, when I saw that, I was like, wow, what are you doing? I'm not gonna date this girl. You're dumb, you know. Unfortunately, I did date her for a little while, and I was just like, I can't do this. This girl's stupid already. Hey, Lucky, how you doing? Well, that's the thing. I don't know if she ever got it removed, but I know she got it covered up. But the thing is, I already knew what it had there, so for me, it was a lot different because I was like the rebound. I didn't even know I was, but I was the rebound after that. So I was like, she told me, and I'm like, what do you mean you got his name tattooed on your back? It's like, yeah, it's right here. And I looked at it and I was like, oh my God. I was like, what were you thinking? Oh, I don't know. I was in love with him and I thought we were going to be together forever. And I'm like, what? I was like, that's still no excuse. Did he put your name on him? No. I said, well, then what's the sense of you putting your name on? He just made you look like an idiot. Yeah, exactly. It does, should. Because I saw right through it. And I'm like, you can cover it up all you want. That's still dumb. Hell no. That's why I won't get a tattoo because I just feel like if something were to happen, that what's gonna, I have to get it removed, and then that's gonna be a challenge in itself. And then, like, it's all this bullshit that you have to deal with, and you spend money and you got to go through some pain. But like I said, I'm not against anything people do to a certain point, but I just think that people that do that are like tarnishing their bodies a lot. You're putting all that shit in your body and all that. And all these people getting tattoos, you can get like diseases and shit from that. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah. Some people got some nice tattoos and it looks cool. And it's their choice and I don't care. But yeah. Let me just answer this text real quick. That sucks. This retrograde been a pain in the ass for a lot of people. Shit. Yeah, I know, and also can get infected by a lot of people too. People can get infected by that shit. Yeah, it's crazy. There's a lot of like people that do dumbass shit. I remember one girl that I dated. We dated off and on, but she was my best friend's ex, and I didn't really want to date her like that. But my best friend, he was a dickhead at the time, and he went and cheated on her, and I was like there to comfort her because I was really cool with like her and her family and stuff. And I never really loved her or anything like that, but we were just cool. We were just really good friends, and we dated like briefly, and then realized it was, not really something that we wanted. And she got a nose piercing and a belly button piercing because she was in this depressed mood because he cheated on her, and she was trying to make herself like think she was making herself look good. So the nose piercing was something I didn't like at the time. And then she got her belly button pierced and it got infected. And she had to take the earring out of her belly button, right? It was a big red mark there. And she said it hurt for a long time and she made a big mistake. And I said, well, I told you not to do it because you're beautiful the way you are. There's no need to pierce shit that don't need to be pierced. Like piercing your tongue, your coochie, and your belly button is unnecessary. It's called an earring. Yeah. You put it in your ear. So I was like, "What are you doing? Like you're ruining yourself. Like I told you don't do that shit." She was all crying. You told me not to do it, and I did it. No. I said it's cool. Like I still, you're still my friend and everything, but you're just making some dumbass choices. Like leave yourself alone. Don't do that dumbass shit to yourself. I never get why people do shit like that. Yeah, exactly, fever. Yeah, nipple rings, all that bullshit. Women even do it on their coochie and shit. They're fucking dumb as hell. Even like a tongue ring is dumb. Like what happens if you swallow that shit and it fucking chokes you or pierces your insides? Like, are you dumb? I never understood those stupid ass things. Anyway, fever's like, I dumped exes for that shit. Well, I dumped my ex when she got her lips done. I'll never forget that day. She's like, hey, I'm like, what the fuck did you do to your lips? She goes, oh, you don't like it? I've always wanted to get my lips done. I forget what you call it now. Lip filler or whatever. I said, woman, are you fucking crazy? I'm not kissing you now. Hell fucking no. Matter of fact, I don't want that shit. I don't want you around. You're fucking delusional. And she starts crying and all that. I'm doing it because it's my body. I'll do what I want. That typical woman thing. My body, my choice. Nah, nah, nah. Yeah, well, you look like a fucking frog. You look like that damn frog off of Nanette. That off of Romeo and Romeo and Juliet. Do you know that frog Nanette? That's what her lips look like. That's what I called. I said, look, this is what you look like, you dumbass. The fuck you doing? You look like an idiot. You look like someone punched you in the mouth and you're gonna be swollen for the rest of your life. Like, did you look at yourself in the mirror when you did that? You have small ass lips, and then you made them 5 times bigger than what it was. Who you think you was gonna kiss with them things? Woman, get away from me. I cut her off. I cut her off. I couldn't take that shit. You're starting to look like a fake asshole. No. Hell no. I can't deal with that shit, man. I like women who stay natural. Be natural and you'll be okay. You ain't gotta do all that extra shit to fool me. All those fluffy ass eyelashes looking like Snuffleupagus. And then you want to put these lips looking like Nanette? No. Let me tell you something. You can do whatever you want. Your body, your choice. But around me, you ain't doing that shit. Hell no. I don't want no fake titties and fake asses and fake lips and all that fake ass shit. And don't come around me with them big ass nails. You want to poke me or grab me and fucking stab me. Hell no. Take that shit off. No, I don't want that shit around me, woman. I like natural women. Don't bring that shit around me. All right, thanks for the super chat, Claudia. Let me stop dissing before someone gets mad and says, Mark hates me because I got tattoos, and Mark always disses women and say that they look like Snuffleupagus with eyelashes. He's never gonna find a woman because every woman does it. Wrong. Not every woman does it. And if you do, you look dumb. If you look good, okay, cool. But don't worry, light switch is a beauty. Beauty is a light switch away. So when you're in the bed with me, I'll turn the lights off. All right, how will my work go next week? My anxiety has started to rise lately. And try not to let it bother you, Claudia. It could be worse. Just know that the retrograde is still going to affect things for the next 2 weeks. Plunger lips. Yeah, her lips look so bad. I was so mad. Exactly. And honestly, that was probably one of the most upsetting things I ever saw this girl do. because she was already like naturally good looking, right? She was a natural good looking person. She put a lot of makeup on, but it didn't make her look bad. It made her look okay. And then when she done the lips, I was like, oh hell no. I was like, no, that's it. I'm had enough. That's when I cut her off. I'm like, now who the fuck's gonna kiss them things? You must be mental, woman. I ain't kissing no fake ass lips. I'd have to open my mouth wide just to kiss the top one. I ain't doing that. I would. That shit turns me off. I can't kiss no fake ass shit. Hell no. You got natural nice lips, then that's cool. I'd be like, no. I'm like, no. I'd be like, how am I gonna kiss that shit? Hell no. No, no. No, no. Now, if you get a little bit done and it looks okay and I don't even notice, or, I knew you, I don't know, I didn't know you did it already when I meet you and you already had it, then, that's different, right? But like seeing your lips quadruple in size overnight is kind of like delusional. You know what? It does too, now that you mention that. That's what it looks like. That's exactly what it looks like. I know exactly what you're talking about too. I had to read it twice and I said, oh, like, oh yeah, I remember those things. I remember it was all over, like ads everywhere on it. And I'm like, wow, these people are really desperate. Anyway, as far as work and stuff, Claudia, I feel like you personally would be okay at work as long as you stay, understanding and express yourself in a meaningful way. You'll be fine. But I do get that you're not going to be satisfied with some of the business aspects of work, and you might get let down and feel like things aren't going the way it is, and it could be due to your boss being greedy, looking out for financial ways to get better. um, the main thing is to be sharp and quick. I feel like there's another woman that might work with you, or this could be like you having like multiple situations where multiple thoughts about how you're going to be a decent woman at work. But if there's another woman that's older than you at work, she could be like coming to you and say, I'm not very happy with what's going on, but we're going to stand our ground here. So if that's the case, then that could be it. But I don't get nothing like tragic at work next week. I just feel like next week's going to be a week where there might not be like the opportunities that you want are going to be presented to you because of money stuff. So I think that your boss or you might fear the financial upset of not getting what you want or getting what you need in the next couple like days, next 7, 8 days or whatever. But I feel like you might be let down by the financial parts of work, or things not unsatisfactory like business things, like business not going. But see, you show up upright here, so it's nothing wrong with what you're doing. It's more like the other people. So there could be like another woman that works there that kind of feels like upset with how things are going, and you just try to stay neutral and friendly and just be yourself. But you might, if you have to express yourself in some way, do it in a way where you're having like the interests of others involved. So if your boss says, "Hey, I want you to make a decision," and you say, "Well, I think that's unfair. I think that we all should make a vote or a decision together. Because if I make this decision and let somebody down, I don't want them come to me and tell me that I'm the problem." So that might happen. That scenario might happen in the work department. Like even the rest of this month, even like the rest of the month, you're gonna be mentally drained from dealing with a lot of shit. Back and forth. Trying to get things organized. The thing is, I don't get nothing bad with you personally or anything personally bad happening to you at work because of your intentions are good. You mean well. You do whatever you have to do for your job. You do your job properly, and that's all that matters to you. And that gives you the proper balance and something that, is reasonable enough for you to go off of. But there's a man here who's reversed, and you said that this is your boss, and I feel like he's gonna have like a bad temper. He's gonna feel like, he's a very crafty person. He could be a person that always tries to undermine people, or always tries to get one up on somebody, or try to do some shady shit to get over. But this is him. This is his energy, not yours. So even though he's gonna have issues, his issues are not gonna really affect you this month at all. And I feel like the people that work around you know what you're about and know that you are doing your job, and they admire you. I feel like they're okay with you, and they know that you work hard and you do what you have to do. It's just him. He's like gonna have a hissy fit, like, and temper, and he might go off on people and be like, this is bullshit. I try to do this and I try to do that. And he might get like an attitude and shit. But I keep getting, the more every time I shuffle the cards, it shows you upright. So you're gonna be fine. But like you always say, you have to deal with this idiot boss. So he's not gonna change. He's gonna be the same ass. Yeah, he's crafty. I get that. Because I got the King of Cups reversed, and that's a person who is like crafty, scandalous, temperamental. They're dishonest. They don't really tell you the whole truth. They're a pain in the ass, and they like lose control. But you show up good in every aspect. You're gonna be fine. As long as you keep doing your job and he has nothing to complain about, then you'll be fine. But him personally, he's not gonna do too well. You're welcome, Claudia, no problem. The weather's getting the weather's like off and on. I kind of want the weather to be good for the game. They're playing cricket again today. So that's the holiday we have. It's like the sun wants to come out, but it's too cloudy and it's like wanting to rain. The actual game is on YouTube too. I wonder if I can find it on here. Uh, um, it's, nope, it's not on here. Usually have like a live stream going on. I don't see it. It's nothing that's live. Maybe the game is like delayed because of the weather. I don't know. I don't really see it. Nope. I don't see. Looks like maybe it's not on yet. Maybe they're kind of waiting for the weather to get better. I don't know. Whatever. Nope. It must be like, I guess they must be taking a. I guess they must have like waited for the weather to get better. I guess I'm just assuming that. What a weirdo. I don't know how people beg for shit all the time. One thing I can't stand about people is people who beg for shit. Like, don't you know that begging like turns people off? How would you feel if somebody begged you every day? Like, now the sun's out. Sun's out for like a couple minutes and then it's gonna rain. Oh, there you go, man, right back in. Like, there's like two people I know, and all they do is beg on here every day. It's like the weirdest and stupidest thing. Such a low vibrational energy, yes. And it's like, why would you do that? You know? I've never begged, never once in my life on here for anything. Never. Beg for money and beg for like shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Some people don't have a conscience. Like, they just, if they need money, they're gonna like beg for it. If they need something, they're going to beg for it. And some idiot will probably give it to them too. Because it's like, hey, look at me, I'm begging you, please, please. And then you have the nerve to talk about other people, and you're the one who's doing all the bullshit. That's what makes me mad. Is like seeing these people beg for money, but you're not putting in no work. I just don't get it. But that's what people do. People beg shit every day. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad. It's not their fault. Okay, Claudia, no problem. Just let me know if you need me to clarify anything. It's not a problem. I'll do that for you. Oh boy. Well, the thing is I don't know the person like to really know what they're doing, but as long as I've known this person, they've been begging. Like they're also a reader. Well, at least they think they are. And that's all they do is talk about money the whole life and how they need money to survive. And it's just like it's disgusting to even like say. Like if you're doing readings, like if you're in this type of environment where you're doing readings and you're getting a free answer from spirit, and you're like getting help from your, from the higher power, some people look at it like that, right? And you're putting in the work, you know you're putting in this work, you're there every day, reading people and stuff, and then you blatantly say, please, like, give me money, please, I need money, please, I'm begging you, like, I please donate to me because my life is ruined, and I'm not going to go out there and get a job or put in the work. I just want you to give me shit because I'm entitled to begging you for money. That's just like beyond like anything that I can imagine of doing. But yet, in the same breath, you're like bragging about how much you have and all this stuff you're doing. So why are you begging if you're bragging about how much stuff you're doing and making money? So like you don't make no sense. And you're contradicting yourself in the same breath in the same minute. So that shit never makes no sense to me. Like I don't know why you would do that shit. And I don't even know why I care, but I don't really care, but I just think that like don't haven't you learned your lesson? And then you wonder why people don't go in there and come around you or even like entertain you. It's like stop begging and put the work in. You don't have to beg when you put in the work. And if you weren't bullshitting all day and actually working and putting in the work and showing people that they can trust you, then probably you'd make some money and you wouldn't have to beg for it. I don't know, man. I just don't get it. Like, it never makes any sense. That's like people do the wrong things expecting to get the right things. You wouldn't have to beg if you was actually putting in the work. And if you would stop bullshitting people, then maybe you'll make money. Show people your talents. Show people what they're paying for. Don't ask people to pay you to beg. I don't know, man. I just don't understand people's mentality anymore. It's weird, and it's not a specific you know type of people. It's just a specific person, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, where are you getting off being this way? I don't know, man. It just doesn't make. But yet you have all the time in the world to talk shit about me, and I'm not doing none of those things. But you are. begging like crazy. Well, apparently they have, but I ain't seeing no progress. I've always been totally against begging. Like that's just like not an adult type of thing to do. And I've seen a lot of people do it on here, and it's disgusting and it's dumb. And instead of changing your life and making it better, you want people to make it better by giving you money. So you think money's gonna solve all your problems, right? Are you dumb? You know what solves your problems is being honest and putting in the time and the effort to make your life better. Like what program you think you're on? You think your life is gonna and the thing is this person's been doing it forever. My dog just scared the shit out of me. What's your problem? Calm down. Breathe. Then you wouldn't choke. You okay? Crazy ass dog over here choking and stuff. Gotta make sure she was okay. She's alright. Probably got a hairball. Oh boy. But that's life. That's how it goes. Sometimes I also have to like not worry about or not even mention what people are doing, and sometimes I have a bad habit of doing that because I just want people to not do those type of things because I'm against what somebody does shouldn't like ruin my day or make somebody think some different shit of me or whatever. But it when you do this type of work, begging and looking for money for everything you do is kind of like the dumbest shit ever. And I always believe in not getting a handout. I always believe in like working for what you have. My whole life I've worked for everything I have. I've been given blessings plenty of times, but that's because of who I am. Because I put in the work, because I worked hard, because I'm a good person, I got rewarded many times. So that's why I'm in the position I am today, because I didn't beg for anything. I worked for what I have. And I don't like a person who is like younger than me that can work hard and work more and still beg. It's like, what are you doing? Like, just put in the work. Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you gonna sit there and beg for shit when you can work for shit? And then when you work for it and you get it, you feel like, don't you feel like more accomplished? So what, you're gonna scam people your whole life? And don't you know what the outcome of that's gonna be? You've already had some bad outcomes. Aren't you learning your lesson? And then you claim you teach people this and you teach people that. You obviously ain't teaching nobody nothing, because you can't even teach yourself. That shit's delusional to me, man. I just don't get it. A lot of people's morals and values in this day and age, they don't make no sense. And I never understand why people like are making a fool out of themselves every day on live. You know? Hello, Lisette. How you doing? Good morning. How you doing, Tanya? Jesus will save some of them, Claudia. One day. You're not bothering me with the question, but I don't do free questions. So if you want to donate to for me to answer that question, that's up to you. I've answered many questions in my lifetime, so my opinion should never matter, to anybody who doesn't care about my opinion. I feel like a lot of questions are dumb, but that's the way the world is. People are always going to have an opinion, and I have a strong opinion, and some people take it personally, and some people admit it, and some people don't, and it's okay. You know, it's $5 a question. I have it in my description. It's in my title, and you can do a super chat or a PayPal, and it's $5 per question. Well, let's hope the energy does shift, Tanya, and gets better. But the thing is, it doesn't matter if it's a retrograde or not, or it's August, July, December. People will have to change in order for the energy to change. You know? You're welcome, Claudia. No problem. I can't take all the credit, as Spirit always gives me the answers. So I only take a little bit of credit for relating the message. Everything else is spirit based and the power of God. So I know people don't even like to hear that part, but I just say what I want to say. That's how I operate. I will never take full credit for anything, but I appreciate the comments and the compliments and everything. That's all good. But then I take those compliments and compliment my people and my spirit and my everything, you know. That's how I look at it. And I know some people don't even like that, but that's cool. You ain't gotta like what I say and do. That's what I tell people all the time. Yeah, we got a lot of rain today, and there's more coming, Tanya. We had a few rumbles of thunder. Looks like it's gonna rain today, tomorrow, and Sunday, from what you see up and behind me. And it's pretty windy today too. They said it's gonna get worse and worse throughout the day, but I kind of hope it doesn't. So at least the cup match cricket game goes on to the end. Because right now they're playing cricket, and if it's raining, they're gonna stop the game periodically, and then probably call it a draw. So I just tried to look for the game, but it's not online yet. So I guess they must be waiting for the weather, or they must be at lunch or something. Because right now it's like almost 12:30. Well, there is free things in the world, Lizette, but let's just say I give a free message, but I'm not answering questions for free unless you know I know you and you're a client, a friend, or things like that. And if I feel like I should, because some people, I like free things too. Sure, everybody likes free, but I've been on here for 6 years and I've been giving free stuff all my life. And some people say I haven't, but they don't even know me like that. I didn't even remember that someone got 2 questions from me and came in yesterday and paid for them like a couple of days later. I didn't even remember. And that's how I am. I don't really dwell on that shit too much. But at the end of the day, I feel like I always do my part, whether it's free or paid or whatever the case may be. Yeah, and that's okay. I'm just letting you know for first time people that that's what I do, because some people come in here in their first time and feel like, oh, I subbed to you, I liked your video, so you got to give me something because I did something for you. That's how most people are. I'm not saying you're like that, but a lot of people are. They're like, oh, I subbed and liked, and you got to give me something now because I did you a favor. I didn't ask you to do it. You came in here on your own free will. And then I tell people you got to put yourself in the opposite predicament. When I go to somebody's room and I want something, I'm going to pay for it too. When you go to the grocery store, you can't just pick shit up and take it. It's the same thing everywhere else in the world. And I feel like I'm very reasonable and give people, what they need. But I'm always giving and I'm always receiving. So that's a good thing. A lot of people want me to, Tanya. People want me to. Some people say that I should do a membership only thing. And I'm like, I'm not excluding people from coming in here just for being a member. I don't want no, they're like Marky Mark, tarot pets, and memberships. I don't believe in all those things. I don't care for that shit. That's for people who are like wanting that stuff. And that's okay. If you want that, hey, go for it. You know, I just want a place where people can come and have fun, talk shit, and get readings and be humble and be nice to each other. That's all. I don't care for all the algorithm and all that. Everybody knows how I am. I don't really care for that shit. It don't phase me. I've been on here long enough to know that that shit don't even help you. It doesn't matter how many likes I get or how many people come in here or how many subscribers I have. What matters to me is coming on here and having fun and not being angry. And I don't get angry on here much, you know? Yeah, at the end of the day, it's my channel and I'm obligated, I feel like I want to do whatever I want. And honesty to me is the best thing. I'm not going to beg for anybody to do anything, but at the end of the day, what I do is in my description. I label everything the way it should be, and everything is self-explanatory. And then, if it's your first time, then I'll tell you how I work, tell you what I do, and it's your choice. You know, it's your choice to take it or leave it. And if you want to scroll, that's cool. If you want to stay here, then you'll be blessed to stay here with me, and we'll have a great time. And that's it. We can talk about anything and anyone, and I would give a flying shit if anybody leaves here and says I hate Mark, fuck that guy, and I'll be like, yo, fuck you too. I don't give a shit what you think. You think I'm gonna lose sleep over what you think about me? I don't care. Just know I'm your plate of karma when you leave. Yeah, that's a good way to be, Lizette. I don't give a fuck about what people say. They ain't paying your bills. Tanya, I do too. I like listening to everybody's, experiences. That's what I like. I don't care too much about the tea. But sometimes the tea, I always like talking shit about that, but and having fun with everybody. But I never mean any harm to anyone when I say things. It's just I have a lot of strong opinions and views, and some people, think that you know that I'm mean or whatever. But hey, I don't give a shit. You don't like it? Go to someone else's channel that's not sensitive and not mean. Good luck with that. That's good. I like you too because you don't give a fuck what people think about you. I've been on here for a long time, so ain't nobody gonna pull no wool over my eyes. And if you do, I'm gonna swat it away and look at you and tell you how I feel. And then you can make your determination after that. I'm not here to sugarcoat and be everybody's friend in here and be all buddy with you and shit. Those days are over. I'll be cool with you. You respect me, I'll respect you. You ain't gonna eat on my table and think that we're gonna be all cool and shit, and then you're gonna disrespect me. Hell no. Like I said, all I want is peace and a fun time and just talk shit and have fun. That's all I want. I don't want no enemies. I don't want no bad vibes, no low vibrational shit around here. I don't want people, you know, saying stupid shit and getting themselves in trouble or making someone mad. I just want to laugh. I laugh every day and have fun. I talk a lot of shit and I'm half comedian and half psych on here. I like to make everybody laugh, and I have my pain in the asses in here that don't take things personal, and I can call them pain in the asses, and they're okay, and they know I love them, and I just like to tease them. People tease me too. It's all good. Where am I from? I'm from the island of Bermuda. You know where Bermuda is? Not the Bermuda Triangle, even though we live around it. But yeah, it's an island called Bermuda. Bermuda is right off the coast of the United States, East Coast. Where the closest place to us is like Boston and New York, North Carolina, Atlanta. If you look off the coast of the United States, you'll see a dot right there. It's called Bermuda. Now the sun's back out. The sun's paying peekaboo with the clouds and the rain. Where are you from, Lizette? You're from Texas. Oh, another person from Texas. Man, I have a lot of people coming in here from Texas. But none of my exes are from Texas, though. I know a lot of beautiful women from Texas that come in here, all my beautiful friends. You could be one of those now, too, if you want. But yeah, I have a few people coming in here from Texas, to be honest. I've never been to Texas, but I would love to. I would love to go. It's kind of far from here, but you got to take like 2 airplanes to get from here to Texas. From here to Atlanta and Atlanta to Texas is probably the fastest route. Yeah, I have a few people that live in Texas that I know that come in here. I got a lot of people from California, from the West Coast. I have a lot of Canadians that come in here too. People from the Europe, UK, Australia. There's a lot of people that come in here from all over the world. But yeah, I definitely have a few people here from Texas, that's for sure. Okay, cool. So you live in the Valley of New York, the border, but you're from Texas, but you're living in New York. So you're close to me then. Oh, you mean Texas border? Yeah. Yeah, there's a few people in here. I have some really good friends that live next to that border and live next to and live in Texas and Houston and all those places. They always tell me to come visit. But I have some beautiful friends from Texas that come in here that's been my long term friends that I've known for a long time. I don't want to name them all, but there's a lot of them that I know. Like I said, I have a few Californian people in here, some people from Canada. A lot of good people all over the world. It's nice to have good people around. I love good people. They all want to come here. And I say, hey, well, if you come here, you come here. I'll be your tour guide. You don't want to come here now. It's hot as shit. And it's raining and off and on, which is going to make it even hotter. That'll be nice. I'll contribute to that. Yeah. I just spoke to Marley. She's her daughter went to the hospital today because she was in a lot of pain. So I just wanted to let everybody know to pray for Emmy, her daughter Emily. Pray for her, please, and so she can get rid of her pain. she's still getting pain from the accident with the shoulder. She's still getting pain from that. It was too much, so she had to go get antibiotics. And I told Marley that I'll pray for her and stuff. So I told Marley that I was live, and then she said that she was at the hospital with Emmy trying to get her sorted out. And I said, "Yep, there goes the retrograde again." But hopefully she'll be okay. I'll pray for her again. Poor Emmy, she don't deserve that. She's such a good kid. But hopefully, she'll be okay. So shout out to my friend. To my friend. Okay, Lucky. That's when I'm gonna love you the most is when you go to sleep. So that's good. Just remember, I love you the most when you go to sleep. So have sweet dreams, but not about me. Good night, pain in the ass. And thank you for praying for Marley's daughter. Poor Emmy. I hope she's gonna be okay. I think she will be. She'll be fine. I'll pray for her. Yes, please do. The more prayers, the better. And let's pray that Dan's okay too, because I haven't seen Dan for a while, and it's kind of like not good that I haven't seen him, because usually he's here like every single day. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I hope that he's okay too, because Dan's usually like one of the first people in here, or he's in every single live. Mystical was on live for a long time yesterday. Yeah, she's cool. Mystical was in here yesterday, and I went in her live yesterday. She's fine. She's sleeping right now, probably. Yeah, Mystical's cool. I like Mystical. I always go in her room in the morning. Yeah, Dan weren't there. Yeah, that's the last time I saw Dan was in Mystical's room in the morning. Then he came in here. It was Tuesday, I believe. I saw him. I think it was Tuesday night and Tuesday morning I saw him. Yeah, when I got off of live yesterday, I told everybody to go to her room because she was live. Because when I was in bed, I got her notification. Yeah, so everybody that doesn't go to bed after me, because I'm ahead of most people sometimes, except for people that are like Lucky. And but even then, you guys are waking up and I'm going to sleep, and some people are like 2, 4, 5 hours behind me. So I tell them, hey, go check out Mystical. She does messages and questions and stuff too. Hey, I was just telling everybody, Marley. I was just telling Lucky and Tanya about what you was telling me about your daughter. So we're all here praying for Emmy. Yes, we're all praying for Emmy. She'll be fine. She's young and she's young and she's strong. After all, she's an Aries, right? Damn Aries. When you see her, tell her friend said he's praying. And don't worry, Milton will take care of her. Come on, Mark. Don't be saying that shit to me. Don't be saying Milton's here. Milton be probably making it worse. Tell her that when she goes to sleep, Milton's gonna massage her shoulder for her. Mark, don't be playing with me. I can hear it now. Mark, don't be playing. You be playing too much, Mark. Okay, well that at least that means Milton's definitely there because Milton's gonna go see his daughter and his granddaughter. She'd be like, Mark, don't be playing. Don't be playing with me. All right, Lucky. Good night. Well, at least she's with your mama. That's good. At least you got some company. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. She'll be all right. Emmy's a tough kid. She'll be all right. She's a tough little Aries. She funny as hell. I'm gonna tease her next time and tell her that Milton, her grandfather in spirits, gonna make sure she's okay. And she'll be like, "You be playing." Well, she needs to take her antibiotics and go sleep and rest and recover. And she'll be okay. She'll be all right. She's still young. She'll fully heal eventually. She gotta be like my dog. Look, she be healing every day, sleeping 10 hours a damn day or more. I had to tell her off a few times today. She was aggravating the shit out of me. In the morning, I give her like some water, right? Yep. Every day, all day. So every morning I put water in her bowl. Because if I do it at night, she'll pee in here like a dumb dog. So in the morning, I give her some water and she'll drink it all. She'll drink it all until it's completely gone. Then she'll go outside. I'll leave her outside for like 10 minutes. But it was raining this morning, so I left her outside for 5 minutes so she can go pee and do her business. And then she was starting to get wet, and I was like, "Get inside, you dumb dog." So she came inside. She looks at the water bowl again, and she looks at me, and I said, "I'm going to give you like some treats, and then I'll give you some water afterwards." So she ate her treats, and I poured water in the bowl a little bit more, just a little bit. She drank it all again. And then she went back. She laid down, and then I gave her like another treat because I don't like to give her too much all at once because she's like a vulture, right? She just doesn't know how to consume things in a easy way or a small way. She wants to eat everything and drink every damn thing like a pig. And that's one thing I don't like about her. And then she'll choke and then she'll throw up or, because she like, it looks like she came from looks like she was tied up outside for like a whole year and ain't seen no damn food. So that's one trait she has that I don't like. She's very greedy. And so I poured a little bit more water so that way she can digest the cookie, you know? So I poured a little bit too much water in there and I always let her drink a little bit and I pull her away from the bowl so she doesn't drink it all. Because too much of anything is bad. And I don't want her to drink it all. I want her to save some for later. No way in hell. She forced her way back over there and I kept telling her, no, go back. And everything I said to her, she ignored me. I said, yeah, you little biatch. I said, I know exactly what I'm going to do. This chair, I put the chair in front right here so she can't pass. So she wouldn't go back to the water bowl. and she tried to go around it, and I effed her off and told her go back and lay down. So she went to lay down, and that was it. I had to block this off because she wouldn't listen to me and wouldn't, obey me. And I said, "Yeah, damn dog, you're something else. You can't see nothing in your bowl, or you gotta eat and devour everything in your path." I tried to like show her how to and teach her how to be conservative, like with her food and her water, but it's like talking to the wall. And she's never been a greedy ass dog until like the last couple years. My pit bull was never like that. You can tell him wait and he'll wait. And you'll put the food down and he'll look at you and I'll say, okay, go ahead. And he'll go ahead and eat. This damn dog, no way. As soon as you put that food down, it's like, I need to eat it all. And I'm like, this damn dog's crazy. And then she wants to drink all the damn water, and half the water comes out of her bowl because she's trying to lick it all in 10 seconds. And I'm like, damn it, man. I can't teach this dog anything. She just wants to do whatever the hell she wants. And then she pisses me off. And I'm like, oh, well. That's all right, Lizette. Just know that uh, having less friends is a good thing. The more friends you have, the more you got to watch your back. The less friends you have, the less you got to watch your back. Having too many friends is not a good thing. I have more friends online than I have in my personal life. Because the more friends I had in my personal life and in my physical presence, the worse it got. I always had to watch my back. And even on here, there's a lot of jealous assholes that I've met and dealt with, and people who I can't stand and are nowhere near my friend. But I have a lot of friends on here, a lot of beautiful people I've met. And I would say when I first came on here, I had a good bit of friends. And then as time went on, they all turned against me or had somebody do shit to me and make me seem like I was a bad person to try and ruin my life. But it didn't work because I'm still here. And the nice friends I have on here are the ones I talk to every day and come in here and we all, have our own little community over here. We're not a part of any cult or clique or community in the tarot shit. We're over here. We're Team Marky and we have fun. It's a place where you can say what you want, do what you want to a certain respectful level, and we're good. We're all adults. And we all try to help each other as much as we can, pray for each other, be there for each other in need, bad times and good times, congratulate each other, be there for each other. That's what I want in here. I don't want no low vibrational bullshit in here and people who aggravate people. So right now, everything's good. We got rid of a few people last month, and hopefully we don't have to do that this month. So last month we had to get rid of some people, and it's been very peaceful without them. And they're doing their thing. I'm doing mine. As long as they stay where they are, it's good. I could care less about them. People come and go. Everyone can be replaced. And that's how I look at it. So being my friend depends on how respectful we can be to each other. And that's all that matters. You know. But now I have more of a respectful crowd in here than I've ever had before. I've had a lot of good people in the past too that still come in here and still are my friends. But there was a time where I had, a lot of hateration in here and a lot of stupid people. So now that shit's gone. I don't have to worry about them no more. But every month you're gonna have to get rid of somebody in your life. It's bound to happen. But less equals more in certain ways and more equals less in other ways. So I give everybody their space. I don't bother nobody. I don't want nobody to bother me either. That's how I look at it. As long as everybody's respecting everybody, I'm happy. And there's times in here where people talking amongst themselves, and that's great. I don't interfere in anybody's conversations, or you guys are cool with each other. Hey, that's cool. You guys want to go to each other's room and support each other. That's cool too. I don't give a shit. Do whatever makes you happy. I ain't by no means a hater. That's for sure. I ain't hating on nobody. Do whatever you want. Just be respectful. That's all. That's all I ask. Oh boy. And just remember this valuable piece of advice I'm going to give everybody before I go get my lunch. And that is, take care of yourself and try not to worry about other people. And I have to take that advice too, because sometimes when somebody does you wrong, you're always trying to find something wrong with that person to justify what they did to you or do to others. And then sometimes you just got to say to yourself, this person's never going to change. I got to keep taking care of myself and change my mentality about them and know that they're not going to change, and I can't change them and I won't change them, and they have to change on their own. But in the meantime, I'm not going to dwell on their faults, but I'm going to dwell on fixing mine. And the first thing you have to do is one of your faults is worrying too much about what that person's doing. And I'm taking my own advice because I have to do that too. I got to stop dwelling on what someone else is saying or doing and focus more on what I have to do to make myself not dwell on what that person's saying or doing or how they live their life. Because that person ain't going to change. But you can. You could change by not dealing with them anymore. Like just completely say, you know what? It ain't going to work. It ain't going to change. I can't fix stupid. So that's what you got to do. That's my advice to everyone. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I've been on here for like 2 hours now. I'm going to get up and walk around, take my dog for a walk, let her do her business, and I'm going to get some lunch. I don't know what I'm going to eat for lunch yet, but I have to see what I have. I know I have some pasta bake left over from the other day. I'm going to go talk to my sister and my nephews and see what they want. I might just make a sandwich or something. I don't want nothing too big. I just want a little lunch, something to munch on. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to make. All right, guys. Tanya, have a great day at work, and I'll be back later on. I'll be back at some point, come on here and hang out with you guys. Like I said, it's raining here, so I'll be back and forth. All right. Talk to you guys later.